Hey everybody, how are you doing this evening? It's me, Delusion Dispeller, and shortly it will be DRD joining me up on the panel. I'll probably let her go first with what she has to share because I'm cooking dinner at the moment. I'm doing some fathead improvised pizza because I totally found out that my sauce got in the refrigerator. So I had to throw it out. I wasn't gonna eat us that. You ate sauce the other night from that jar? Did you not see the green stuff around the mouth of the jar? Okay, well, yeah, that's what happened. So, um, I I had to throw that sauce out. So now we're gonna figure out what to do with our fathead pizza dough. So as soon as Lee comes in here, she was waiting for me. She's like, "Where are you? We're supposed to start." When she gets in here, I will let her come on up. Put out again. We're gonna be doing Avatar style tonight. Stuffed bell peppers at your house, Melissa? Sounds yummy. I do like some stuffed bell peppers, stuffed with quinoa, tofu, and both of them. Seriously.
Avatar now. Oh, then I can.
Damn. That worked out perfectly. Okay, Lee, just grab that link. I'm sorry, put it there again for you. Just click on the link. It should get you up here. There you are. Alrighty then. Let's add you to the stream here. There she is.
Here I am. How are you?
DRD.
Yeah. Can you hear me clearly?
I can't hear you, Lee. Are you talking?
Yes.
Uh-oh. My sound, hold on. My sound is on.
You can't hear me?
Oh.
Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, let me get out and get back in. That's all I can do.
I was muted. I'm sitting here talking to myself the whole time, right? I was just saying our spaghetti sauce got moldy, so I had to throw it out, and probably nobody heard that. I was sitting here the whole time talking. My husband got sick the other day on it. Okay, here we go. There we go, Lee. I'm a goofball. I had the earphones plugged in, and then I didn't realize I was on mute.
So you can hear me now?
Yes, we all hear you just fine, dear. I said, welcome to the Belle of Italy, DRD.
Ah, thank you, DD.
Yes, no problem.
Yes, I've been writing sayings for a couple of days.
Yes, that's why I put DD. I'm one of the sayers. Hi, Spoof. Welcome. So, you can start because I'm actually making dinner, and I will be right over to join you in just a moment.
Okay, I have to start?
I know you can talk, Lee.
Yeah, you know I can talk. Well, maybe this would be a good time to read that section in the book that I wanted to read a bit about. And it's a book that I had bought when I was about 19 years old. Well, let me go get the book. Well, it should be beside me, but it's not. I pretty much was going to end with it. But since you have some things to do, let me go get it and I can read that while you're doing what you need to do. How's that? Okay. Boy, starting off first.
Oh, I gave you the floor, huh?
Yeah, I like the floor. Okay. See, I have so much marked off in this book. I had a section marked off on friendship, but that may be too deep for some people. So, So I think this is the one I'm going to do. Okay, I have, I don't hide my age, 7 decades and
Yeah.
some. And so, I have a lot of friends that have died, have passed on, 3 very close friends that passed away. And, you kind of keep those things to yourself, it's called suffering alone. But I do have some friends that are still alive, thank goodness. And a lot of them have the same complaints, about their children, and I try and help them out. Hey, they've grown up, they're doing their own thing, they love you, and all that stuff. But it does get bothersome when you don't hear from them and things like that.
Right.
So the main thing is you want to make sure they're okay, So anyway, this book is called The Prophet. Cahill Gibran did not wish to be called a prophet. He was a philosopher, and he wrote many books. So I need to give the credits where the credits are due. So he died in the early 1930s. He was born in the early 1880s, from my recollection. This book was copyrighted originally in 1923. Then it was a renewal of a copyright in 1951. And then the 81st printing was June 1968. And I had purchased it in Barnes & Noble in New York, I believe when I was about 19 years of age. And I've held on to this book my whole life. So I'm going to read the section regarding children. Okay? I'm not looking at chat. I don't know if I should. Well, it's always nice to say hi to the people, right? All right, I'll do that. Let me look for the people so I could say hi. Well, let me shut the sound here. Okay, we have Grandma Ducky in the house. We have Janome Music in the house. We have Melissa Costner in the house. We have the Mass Spoofer in the house. And I want to thank you all for coming, and a special thank to lurkers. I love lurkers. Yes, so love you lurkers. But I like when the lurkers come out, it's fun. So lurkers have no fear. Lee is here. Okay. And Dee Dee's straightening things up. Oh, Pink is listening. Love you, Pink. You know that, honey. Okay, well, I'm going to read this to all you parents out there. All right. Anyway, this is page 58. The book is called The Prophet by Cahill Gibran, and I will read. And a youth said, am I in the right chapter? Hold on. No, that was the friendship one. No, don't want to do friendship. Although I love friendship. Okay, it was wrong page. Sorry, people. 17. Page 17, everybody. Hold on to your pants, girdles, bras. Okay, 17. Whatever you got to hold on to, even if it's a loved one, give them a hold on. Okay, this is about children. Hi, Heidi. Tackle Queen. Tackle Queen's in here or lurking? And Lufa, hi, honey. Hi, Grandma Ducky. Okay.
Hey,
What happened? Getting some feedback here.
Pepper mix or anything?
All right. Can everyone hear me? 1 for yes. Because I have more than one technological equipment here around me. I don't want feedback. Hey, Pink. Hello, everyone. I'm about to drive. We'll be listening. Be careful. I always worry about you. You're all over. Okay. And a woman said, who held a babe against her bosom, said, speak to us of children. And he said, your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you.
You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls. For their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterdays. You are the bows from which your children, as living arrows, are set forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness. For even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. I hope everyone enjoyed that.
I thought it was nice and true.
Yeah.
I thought it was nice
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
and true.
Yeah, very true. And
Yeah.
you know, oh, good. I'm
I
glad
think
you
I'm
enjoyed it.
echoing somehow.
Yeah, very true. And,
Yeah.
oh, good.
I think I'm echoing somehow.
Oh, no.
Yeah, very true.
Oh.
Good. I think I'm echoing somehow. Yeah, very true. What the heck? Leah, do you have your YouTube open too? What the heck? Leah, do you have your YouTube open too?
No.
I don't know what's going on here.
No. Are you okay now?
That's weird. Yeah, I'm all right. I don't know what that was.
I don't know either.
It's still echoing too.
I'm still echoing.
No, I was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think I'm okay now.
Okay. Stop tinking around that kitchen.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck that was all about. Jeez.
Well, you know, as everyone knows, I do vape. So when I go to silence, that's because I'm vaping.
Yep.
So
Okay.
are you ready to have some sayings?
I've got like almost 3 pages of sayings.
Oh my goodness. I
I'm
don't know
more
if
than ready.
Okay, shoot.
Okay, so first of all, hey Dana, these are sayings that like I heard from my mom and my dad growing up, and also some of them are sayings I hear today, like not today, but in this day and age. And there's 3 pages of them. I'm just going to read the first page and then I'll let Lee talk some more. She'll probably interject anyway because I'll jog something in her
Well,
memory.
I'm a big interjector,
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm a
Okay.
major interrupter. Go.
So one thing that used to always be told to me was dimple in chin, devil within. Now, of course, nowadays I wouldn't probably appreciate that comment, but I got what my mom was saying. Like it's like calling a little kid an imp because they're mischievous. They get into trouble and they're sneaky. Yeah.
Okay, well, I never heard of that one, but I want to give a shout out to Dana. Glad you're in here. She's
Yeah.
driving as well. But no, I never heard of that saying, Dee Dee. I haven't got a clue what that means.
All right. It just means that the child is mischievous. They're getting into mischief. Like little
Well,
kids.
they all do. If they don't, they're not normal. But
Possibly, yeah. Okay. Then my mother would say, you have a face only a mother could love.
I tell you, you bring up a saying. My husband always used to say, because my kids, they were gorgeous,
Mm-hmm.
But, my husband used to say, a monkey to a mother's eye is a deer. It's an old-fashioned saying. So all babies are beautiful in the eyes of a mother. So this is like a saying that's thousands and thousands of years old.
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting, though.
A donkey to a mother's eye is a deer. Yes.
Wow. Okay. I thought you said a monkey. I was confused. A donkey.
A donkey.
All right.
Oh, we've heard the word donkey a few times on here, but anyway, let's not get to.
Yeah, I understand.
Off the path.
Most people have heard this one. A stitch in time saves 9.
True.
It
But
took me
today,
forever
people,
to
well, you
learn.
got to give me a chance to react, Edie. A stitch in time saves 9. Today they're using glue and staples. But God.
Right. That's true. And other things.
Yeah.
A watched pot never boils.
That is so darn true.
Yeah, it
And
is
if you
true.
walk away, you burn the pot.
Oh, yeah.
So you
You
got to
can.
stay there.
I don't know. I still have my pot, and I actually forgot it on the stove all day one day. So
Really? That must have been a pretty big pot.
no, it was a little pot. It just didn't burn
Really?
because it was a metal pot.
Oh, good, good, good for you.
Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Yep, that's another one. Anybody can interject sayings in here too. This too shall pass. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
2 bricks short of a load. When we would talk about somebody that had no clue what was going on. Oh, they're just 2 bricks short of a load.
Well, that just makes me think of the bathroom, and that's all old people talk about. To poop or not to poop is the question of the
Oh,
day.
Richard, come on. Really? Do you have to come in here and start? You totally don't understand even what the heck was going on. And we tried to
Any
explain it
mods
to
in
you.
here?
So,
Any mods in here? We need a mod.
no, but I think I need to get some mods. Hang on. I'm going to have
We
to
got
put it on YouTube to mod
Yeah, I mean, you need some mods. Pink, Dana, Grandma Ducky.
somebody.
I see Janon Music. She knows I adore her. That's my daughter. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, well, it might take me forever to open up YouTube. So,
All right,
we
well,
might have to
listen,
just
everybody in this chat be nice, okay? Because I got news for
ignore.
you. I can't see anyone that's not being nice, so I must be a good blocker.
Yeah, just ignore them. Okay.
Oh, 2 hearts, okay. All right,
Anyway.
let's just stay on track. Just don't let it bother you.
Yeah, back on track. Okay. So the next thing, his elevator doesn't reach the top.
What?
His elevator doesn't reach the top.
I take that perversively, but continue.
No, it just means they're not very bright
I'm
mentally.
sorry. I see. I'm from Brooklyn. I see things different, but continue.
Okay. My mom used to tell me all the time, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, she used to name how many muscles it took to, because she would try to get me to smile all the time. I just wasn't a smiley kid. I
Well,
smile way more now.
what I noticed is like, sometimes I'll bump into someone I haven't seen in 10, 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And in 10 years, they've aged like 30. And the lines are like lines of frowning and anger and sadness. They're not happy smile lines. I mean, I have wrinkles lines, but
Yeah.
they're pretty much, it's not too bad because
Right.
I don't think I try and smile. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Janan says, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Except
Right.
words do hurt.
Yeah, today words hurt a little more. Today words hurt more. I'd rather be beat with a stick
I
than
know.
knocked down mentally and emotionally, be honest with you.
No doubt. No doubt.
I'd rather get a beating than to be emotionally torn.
Right, because wounds and scars will heal, but the words just kind of stay with you.
But that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I call Janon Gigi. That's it. She knows that. That's my daughter there.
Nothing to watch.
What do you mean? Oh no! Why I'd rather be beat up, honey.
Yeah.
Come here with a stick and beat your mama.
Mm-hmm. And then another thing my mom said was, if they'll say it to you, they'll say it about you. That's about gossip.
No, that's true.
So if somebody comes to you and says something to you, they may
you,
say it about you.
if they say it to you, they'll say it about you.
Yeah, in other words, if they say something to you about another person, they're probably going to another person saying something about you.
Right. If you're with a friend and they start yapping about somebody else, then they're going to be yapping and talking about you. They're a gossiper. Exactly. Absolutely. Right. Got it.
Yep.
Yes, very true.
Mm-hmm. A picture is worth 1,000 words.
Yes. Well, I'll add to that. Don't judge a book by its cover.
That's true. That's a good one. Yes.
Yeah, that is a good one.
True. My foster mom always says this to me even now. You get used to hanging when you've hung long enough.
What?
You get used to hanging when you've hung long enough. It just means if
Oh
you've
my
been
goodness.
gone
Wow. Wow.
you've gone through something long enough, you're used to it after a while.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that gets into emotional and psychological abuse,
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of these sayings are all, very deep when you really give it thought.
She
Yeah.
also says if you're picking on me, you're leaving someone else alone.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah, she's good with sayings and word pictures
Yeah.
and stuff. This is an older one. I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall.
Yeah. That's a good
Luke
one.
says my mom's saying was Mary Rich. I didn't listen. Me either. Me either. None of the times. All three were not rich. Let's see. Oh, when she used to try to dress us when we were little kids, she'd be like, "Stand still. It's like dressing an elevator or a revolving door." That was the other one. Like dressing a revolving door.
Well, I'll give you one from my father.
Mm-hmm.
And I never forgot it. It's when I graduated, he wrote it on a piece of paper and he gave it to me. I still have it. And he said it and he wrote it. And he said to me, and I pretty much followed it. If you fancy silk and satin, when your garments are worn and torn, you will be master of your moments, and I'm sure you will never mourn. Yep, from my dad.
If you fancy silk and satin, say that again. I'm trying
In
to
other
digest.
words, let's just say you're wearing clothes from Goodwill.
Yeah.
Wear them proudly. Hey,
Oh, okay.
your $2 shirt, in your mind, it's clean, it's pressed. You're wearing silk, baby. It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. Yeah, my father really stuck that in me.
Wow. So kind of like making the best of what
But
you
he
got.
also told me, don't have champagne taste with beer pocket money, okay?
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, my father used to, and my mom come up with a few good ones too when I was growing up.
Yeah, that's wise words.
Yeah, no, my parents were, they raised a nice child, me.
Agree. Definitely. Keep talking, Leah.
I think I'm marvelous, although many people think I'm a pain. But it's okay. I'm too old to worry about it. Anyway, I got a lot of stuff I wrote down.
Cool. You share some. I got more too. Tons more.
Okay. Well, some of this stuff I did through research, and and that really says a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of simple, but it's something to think about. Lost time is never found again. I mean, it's just common sense. And this I really find really potent. You can never plan the future by its past. That's a good one.
Okay.
This I like. Nobody can make you feel inferior without your permission. That's a big one. That's where boundaries come in. And let me tell you something. People don't like boundaries. They don't like it. A lot of people, they just can't deal with boundaries. Okay. I like this one. Deal with the faults of others as gently as your own. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I like this one. Because I'm old. A new broom sweeps clean, but an old broom knows the corners.
Ooh, I like that.
I love that. I love that. Oh, Lufus said nothing happens after 10 p.m. Well, my parents would tell me nothing good happens after midnight.
Yeah, nothing good happens after
Nothing
midnight. I've
good
heard.
happens after midnight. That's when you're single and you're out and,
Right.
you're when you're young.
Sowing your wild oats.
When you're sowing your wild oats, right? Nothing good happens after midnight.
Yep. Bring the camera.
Dana, I think you would appreciate this. I don't know. Yesterday, I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. What do you think of that one, Dana? I say it with love, darling.
Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world.
Yeah.
Huh. I definitely not heard that one. It's very beneficial having a wise woman on panel tonight because you're teaching me stuff I never learned.
Well, here's another one for you. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. That's one thing my mother always told me. Never be afraid to ask for anything because the worst they can say is no.
Exactly.
So let me tell you, I got used to the word no. How's that?
Me too. Me too. I always had to know why and, what does this do and how's that work? I could never just settle for something because it was. I had to know why and all the in betweens.
This one here to me is a big one. Once, listen clearly, people. Once someone hurts you, it's harder to relax around them, harder to think of them as safe to love. Remember that. Remember that.
That's true.
Oh, don't waste your youth growing up. Right. I agree with that. That's Grandma Ducky. Don't waste your youth growing up.
Mhm.
That's right. Some fun. What
Okay.
else I got here? All right, you're next.
Let's see.
Oh, you made your bed. Now you got to lay in it. County Sunshine. You made your bed. Now you got to sleep in it. Yeah, I did that for almost 40 years. I know what that's about.
Do as I say, not as I do,
Right. That's.
which is a hypocritical parent statement.
Yeah. Okay, my daughter come up with easier to ask for forgiveness than for permission.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Very
that's
good.
that's very beautiful. Yeah.
You want a medal or a chest to pin it on? That's what we used to say to each other as kids.
Do you want a medal or a chest to pin on? That's cute.
For people that like to brag, kids would brag about stuff. You want a medal or a chest to pin it on? Don't cross your eyes or they'll stick. My mother always taught me that. Don't cross your eyes. Don't crack your knuckles. Hi, Carla.
Hi, Carla. Nice to see you, dear.
If you crack your knuckles, you get arthritis, she used to say. And they found out that that's not true.
I can't crack my knuckles. I don't know how people do that. Nothing cracks. I don't crack.
Nothing cracks on you.
I don't crack. Nothing cracks
That's
on
good,
me.
Lee. That's a good thing. We'll rejoice in that idea.
Yeah.
Don't hold your breath or you'll die. That was another thing because kids love to have those breath holding contests.
Yeah, when they're kids.
Yeah. I brought you into the world. I can take you out.
Well, I like this one. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
How
like
about
making people happy. I like doing things for people. I get more
Right.
joy in giving. I get more joy in seeing people happy.
Mhm.
I love receiving things and all that kind of stuff, but I always, my whole life, always had much more joy in giving.
Oh, yeah. Then there's Mother Knows Best, and because I
Probably
said
I
so.
gave too much. Gave too much. I gave too much.
Gave too much. What do you mean?
I'm just joking around.
Oh, you gave too much as a mother, you mean, right?
Well, maybe a little too much in a lot of ways, but that's
Oh.
life. I have no regrets. If I had to live my life over, there's nothing I'm going to change.
That makes sense. Hi,
I wouldn't
Carla.
have the beautiful children I have, the wonderful grandchildren I have. So, I have a lot to be thankful for. So
Yeah,
now, I try very hard just to dwell on happy times and good times.
that's good.
Well, people that know me here pretty much know, what I've been through. I don't have to rehash that.
Right. I understand.
Okay, I got one. Birds of a feather flock together.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's so true too.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. Always wear clean underwear. Absolutely. Absolutely. My mother was a fanatic with that.
I know people in my life were too, and I'm like, why do you always say that? They're like, well, what if there's a fire? I'm like, if there's a fire, I'm gonna run out of the house, even if I'm naked. I don't care. It doesn't matter what underwear I have on if there's a fire in the house. Oh
Yes.
goodness.
And of course, this is a little depressing, but it's true. You're born alone, you die alone. That's it.
Oh,
That gives you perspective. You're born alone, you die alone. And, another thing, I think of as I'm aging here, especially when I went to see my doctor and he says, Lee, you are perfectly healthy. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You should live to about the age of 85. Thank you very much, doctor. Well, it's already less than 15 years. And, I was looking up the John Benet Ramsey. I mean, that was over 20 years ago. John Benet Ramsey seemed like yesterday, right?
wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I'm going to be dead before I know it, hon.
Oh.
Every time I go to the doctor, he'll say that. No, he goes, well, because I had the thyroid biopsy. Could have been cancer, and every time I had to do a CT scan, there was something wrong with my stomach. That was okay, but I would always tell my doctor, look, just be honest with me, doc. I'm going to die from something. Okay, it's okay. What is it? What is it?
Right.
He gets a kick out of me, my doctor.
Fur baby says, "What about Katie bar the door?" Who's Katie? Exactly.
Katie bar the door. Who is Katie?
I've heard that saying too. Katie bar the door.
I never heard that one.
I don't know what it means, but I've heard that saying. Okay, let me see. I have some more. They always say, "If you live in a barn, shut the door."
Mm-hmm.
If everyone jumped off a cliff, would you do it?
Well, yeah, they used to say if someone jumps off the Brooklyn Bridge, are you going to jump off too?
Yeah, the Brooklyn Bridge. That was the other one. Yeah. My mother always said this to me. You just like to hear yourself talk. I kind of stood there and thought about that a minute. It was like, what does that mean? As I was a kid, I didn't understand what she was saying.
It was saying be quiet, really.
Right. I know. Your
My
eyes are
father,
bigger than your
here's
belly.
one my dad used to say, because I was the type of kid, when I would get overtired, I'm still like that today. If I stay up late, I get goofy, funny. I'm like a comedian. When I'm overtired,
Oh, me too. Yes.
I'm very funny. And my dad used to say, keep crying because you're going to, no, keep laughing because you're going to be crying soon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my father used to tell me that.
Hmm.
Well, Carly, your father used to say that gross.
Your legs ain't broken, get it yourself. That's another thing. Or your arm isn't broken. That's the other one. Lincoln freed the slaves. My brother used to say that to me all the time. I would say, Matthew, can you go and get me a cookie? I'm not going to get it for you. Get it yourself. Lincoln freed the slaves. And that's what my brother used to say.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you can't
And
say something like
the
that.
thing is, my mom used to tell me things when I was way too young, and she would tell it to me repetitively. And we're talking 5, 6, and 7. I didn't even understand what these things meant. And then I did it as I grew older, and I started thinking of those things. And you know how kids, oh, my mother's crazy, right?
Right.
Anyway, my mother used to tell me I think she told me when I was 5 years old, she started
sit down. I want to tell you something. And I go, yeah, I don't even think I started kindergarten. And she said, I want you to know, you're going to find out in life, there's going to be many people who will find joy in your misery. Okay.
Mm.
She told me so many times, and I said, that sounds crazy. Who would find joy in someone's misery? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But as I grew older, oh yeah, it makes a lot of sense. There are many people that will find joy in your misery.
Very true. There are.
Yeah. So,
Not sure those are normal-minded.
and you would tell me, I know this doesn't make sense to you right now. You're too young. I just don't want you to forget it. Okay. Okay, mommy. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And now it all comes back and makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing she used to tell me all the time is forewarned is forearmed. I didn't
Yeah.
understand what the heck that meant either. But,
Mhm.
and I pretty much, I would have like an intuition if I would feel something coming, you got to
Yeah.
get prepared, like for instance, with this COVID-19 or when hurricanes come, you're getting warned, get ready.
Mhm. True. How about I'm going to count to 3. All the moms that I know say that one. And then you never make it to 3 because you go 2.5, 2 3/4.
I think I don't know if I did that much, but I think if I did, it would be, I'm going to count to 10.
Oh,
You
10.
know.
Okay. That gave them a good
Uh,
chance to run away.
I think I gave my kids a little more time.
Yeah. Really, Lufa?
My mom used to tell us, don't watch a dog poop, you'll get a sty. Ay, 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 loofah. Never
I've
heard
never
that.
heard of that. Wow. Interesting hearing what everybody's moms would say,
Yeah.
Um,
Anyone remember anything their moms would say? Please share.
Definitely. This room is a pigsty. She often compared our rooms to pigsties. And I never knew what a sty was.
All teenagers are messy. I remember my kids when their rooms started getting messy. You go in there every day, they go to school, you get the clothes out, you clean, you make the beds and everything else. Then it got to a point, I just shut the door. I mean, that's it.
Yeah. Exactly. Me too.
Mommy's getting tired of this.
Your mom was weird but interesting. And my mom had lots of sayings. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. That's another one.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, loofah. Money doesn't grow on trees. That's a good one.
Yeah, I have that one written down too. Your daddy wasn't a glass maker? Huh. What does that mean? Daddy wasn't a glass maker.
Well, I got one on friendship.
Okay.
And it's one of the most beautiful qualities of a true friendship is to understand and to be understood.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Very true. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah. Oh, I say that. I am guilty. I've said this to my children more than once, and they definitely get upset. They get really upset. So you don't want to say that. But it's like, you get upset when your kids. So no, it can't be because of me. It's got to be because of the other parent. I think we all do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is that a threat or a promise? That's another one.
Oh, that's a good one.
You could grow potatoes in those ears. My mom always said that. She'd be cleaning my ear. You could grow potatoes in those ears. And I thought she meant literal potatoes were going to grow in my ears.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when you get in front of the TV, I can't see through you. Or you'll go blind or your eyes will cross. That's the other things they would say about sitting too close to the TV.
Uh-huh.
Don't go outside when it's raining, you'll catch your death.
Yeah.
Or your death of a cold, they would say too. You will eat it and like it.
Well, I got some things that mothers never tell you.
Okay.
And a lot of this stuff I come up myself and look some stuff up. But, you know, a mother forgets when your child yells at you and says, I hate you.
Uh-huh.
Right? What
I
kid
did
doesn't?
that. And I'd say,
Yeah.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I love you though.
Yeah. Oh, you hate me? That means I'm doing a good job.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I never thought of responding that way.
Well, that was my response.
Yeah.
My kids, they never would get, you know, when they got reprimanded, they would never. Well, they were really good. You know, they would realize if they, you know, complete their homework or didn't do a chore they were supposed to, and you know, they never would like me to be upset with them for longer than a few minutes. And they
Right.
kind of, you know, they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Can't complain.
They sound like they were.
They're big people now. They're adults.
Yeah. Mine too. Take it to the bank.
Yeah. Well, when I was a kid, you know, to get on the subway was 50 cents. And so if
Mm-hmm.
you're hanging out with your friends and everybody was talking and someone's thinking what you're saying, yeah, well, right, that's baloney. It would be, yeah, that and 50 cents will get you on the train.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay, Grandma Ducky says, I used to always tell my daughter that her father was the milkman. He actually was. Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Don't cry over spilt milk.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Pretty is as pretty does.
Yes, that's a good one.
Lay down with dogs and get up with fleas.
Oh, that's a good one.
You made your bed, now lie in it.
That's right.
Well, we always said the devil made me do it. If we did something naughty, the devil made me do it.
Mm,
My mother would say, then get to confession.
yeah.
He would say stuff like he's as stubborn as the day is long. And they said that you were adopted. Oh, jeez.
That's
They
funny.
told you they found you walking around in a sewer. Oh my goodness.
That's terrible.
It is. Jeez.
Oh, before you leave, Grandma Ducky, what is for dinner? Inquiring minds want to know. She always makes something interesting. I hope she didn't. I hope she could type it in. Maybe she probably already left.
Close your mouth, you'll let the flies in.
Yeah,
Take a picture, it'll last longer.
that's a good one.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Huh. Lufa says her brothers were mean. Well, you
Yeah.
know, you had brothers. I didn't have a brother, and you know, and I didn't have any grandparents because they all passed away. And all the kids, you know, in the neighborhood, I'm going to my grandma, I'm going to my grandpa, you know, I'm going to go play with my brother, you know,
Yeah.
when I was really young, you know. But then I have friends and stuff, and, you know, it's like brothers and sisters. I mean, a lot of times they don't get along,
True.
but they love each other. Sibling blood is thicker than water, no matter which way you slice it. There's one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when push comes to shove, family sticks together.
Yep.
I'm going to the kitchen to decide. I will video it for you, Lee. You're so cute. Oh, so you don't know what you're making yet? Okay. All right, hon.
Every
Enjoy
dog has his day.
Yeah, I remember that.
Or we'd say something about you made it by the skin of your teeth, which I
Yeah.
never could figure out. I was like, my teeth don't have skin on them. I didn't
Oh.
understand.
Silly. Yeah.
Raining cats and dogs.
Yeah, that's a good one. I got one. You wear the clothes don't wear you.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a good one too. Quick like a bunny. Like if mom was in a hurry to get to the store, come on, hurry up, make quick like a bunny.
Yeah.
Or you're slow as molasses.
I tell you what, one thing I was going to do like the last words people say before they pass away. There's a lot of it, but one stood out, so I didn't do a whole list of it, and it was Beethoven. And his last words were before he passed away: "Friends applaud. The comedy is over." Oh my, that's a good one, Janon. Don't make me turn this car around. Well, that,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. Don't make me turn this car around. That's cute. That's really cute. Glad you're still here. If you don't stop that crying, I'll give you something to cry about. Yeah, I heard that one, Pink. Yeah, that was my father used to say that.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm going to give you something to cry about. You know, my dad was tough.
My mom would tell me to go find something, like go grab your shoes. I can't find them. If they had teeth, they'd bite you.
Throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah.
Okay, Pink's
That's a
coming
good
up
one,
with
Pink.
Pink's coming up with some zingers. Makes me think of zing, 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 zing. Gigi, you remember when you sang that?
What?
I had the tape, my daughter. When she
Oh
was
yeah, that's
younger.
right.
Zing, 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 zing. That song, yeah.
I think you showed me that video of your daughter.
I think the Send in the Clowns when she the Send in the Clouds when she was a hippie on stage. I sent that to you.
Okay.
I
don't
sent you
remember.
a few things. See, I don't know what I can share and not because of copyright stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
You know, I have a lot of stuff of my daughter. I'd love to put on, but I don't know if I would get copyrighted struck. That's the problem there.
Well, if you do, they would just
Oh,
warn you to
my
take it
daughter!
down.
Enough with those crocodile tears. Did I?
Yeah, definitely. Yep, that's a good one.
That's it. Enough with those crocodiles. That's enough. Yeah, that's the kind of mother I was. That's enough. We're done. That's it.
Hold your
I'm over that
horses.
myself. Because, you know, no matter how old your children get, from my perspective, when you look at them, they're still a child. You know, I still can see the 12-year-old when I look at my son, who's almost 40.
Yeah.
When I look at my daughter, I still see the 4 or 5-year-old singing in the garage. She was smart enough to go to and I go, why are you singing in the garage? The sound's better. So she knew the sound.
You do acoustics.
Yeah, I said to her, oh, that's acoustics. I mean, in the garage, she sounded unbelievable. She was practicing for a performance in kindergarten. And yeah, she was just too cute for words. She still
She's
is.
always been talented then as a singer.
Yeah, she started. I played a lot of Beethoven and what's these famous piano? I still have the CDs.
Bach.
And I used to play. That's what I used to play when she was a baby in the bassinet. I used to play all classical.
That's what they say to do, and your kid's going to be brilliant if you do that.
And she always would put her eyes and she'd move her head towards where the music was coming from, and she would coo and right on note. Now I knew that because I was in chorus and I sang in clubs and things and played the guitar and all that stuff. In fact, my girlfriend, Kathy, we're friends for over 40 years. She goes, I remember you didn't go anywhere without that guitar. Everywhere you went to entertain us all. What happened? I go, well, what happened? I got a plate in my left wrist and, you have kids, you work, and you forget the things that you used to do. But
Yeah.
my daughter's carrying on,
Hmm.
and my mother sang to me every night.
That's nice.
Oh, my daughter, I got to go pee like a racehorse.
Hmm. Yes.
I tell you, that feels good. That must feel good.
It does
That's
if you
cute.
have to.
That's cute.
I like what Country Sunshine said. If you don't like the road you're walking, pave another. Pave another one.
That's a good one.
Hmm.
But you better have a shovel.
Yeah.
Marcia, Marcia, Marcia. What on earth does that mean, Lupa? That's a
Marsha,
saying, right?
Marsha. That's from Brady
No.
Bunch.
Where's that from?
Brady Bunch.
Oh,
Yeah,
I prefer Stella. Stella.
yeah, that's more your era.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
No,
you
that's
gave us Stella.
that's more my parents' era. I was in
Yeah, your parents' era. That's true.
That's Marlon Brando.
Yeah,
Streetcar Named Desire. One of the
right.
best films ever made.
Don't burn the candle at both ends.
That's right. That's a good one.
Hmm.
Hey, Dee Dee. Marie Davis says, hey, Dee Dee, just popped in for a second to make sure you heard that your voice, among others, was killed. Oh, yeah, no, she got credits. Delusion to Spell is in the credits.
Yep.
Yes, by the way, congratulations. You're in the
Thank you.
credits. Delusion
Thank you.
Dispel is in the credits. Makeup Mobsters in the credits. And
Perplexed, I think. Yeah.
And Perplexed Voice is on there.
Hmm. My
Show
voice is
you.
on there too, but I only say one sentence.
Yeah. Show you this drama community we're in is getting known.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Dee Dee. I'm happy for you and Makeup Mobster.
Thanks. It was
Yeah.
pretty surprising.
It's pretty
It was
awesome.
just, I basically just said, I'm not sure I can approve of their parenting techniques. That was my sentence that got on there.
Well, yeah. It's
It was
very,
the one
very
sentence
true.
that got me in more trouble than anything with the whole Shanann Chris Watts
Well, the one
case.
thing I got out of that show,
Mhm.
'cause I had to stay up till 3 a.m. to watch it
Yeah.
because I found out it was Pacific time.
Hmm.
And I mean, there really wasn't anything in there that we didn't know,
Right.
except that Chris Watts did say, I can't say verbatim now, I didn't write it down. If he did not meet Nicole Kissinger, he would have probably stayed in his marriage believing he had a happy, perfect life.
Uh-huh.
So meeting that woman,
Yep.
if he didn't meet that woman, I mean,
Exactly.
the adulteress, the Jezebel, but let's not go there.
Among other things.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's not do it.
A roast
That's
is done, you're finished.
a roast is done, you're finished.
Yes, because the kids will say, I'm done. My mom would say, a roast is done, you're finished.
Oh, I got to tell you what my grandson used to do since you're talking about time.
Mhm.
My grandson, he loves my spaghetti, garlic, and oil. He doesn't care what I make, but I got to make that on the side for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I always had a timer because, I'm playing with the kids and reading with the kids. I mean, I don't have to time spaghetti and macaroni. I do it like clockwork.
Mhm.
But, with children, you want to give them something to occupy.
Right.
Grandma, is it done? Grandma, is it done? So I took the timer and I put it on 7 minutes. And I turned my back and he'd move the timer to hear the bell. He goes, Grandma, it's done. So he
That's
thought.
what I used to do.
I go, no, honey. No, you can't move time forward or backwards. What do you mean, Grandma? Okay, well, shall I call Einstein?
Right.
My kids get a kick out of me. My grandkids, they find me hysterical. I don't know if I told everybody this, but the last time I had all 3 grandchildren, they all came into the house, of course, Grandma, they come, everything, chips, chocolate, ice cream.
Yeah.
I don't care. You could eat cupcakes stay up till 3, 4 in the morning. This is Grandma's house. You get what you want, you do what you want, but hands and feet to yourself. Okay? That's the rule. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, yum, that sounds so goodly, especially with bread. Okay, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's right, Janon's music. Anyway, this is true, and these kids took it serious. Okay,
Mhm.
12, 12. Well, at that point they were 11. They're 2 years apart. I
Yeah.
don't do well with odd numbers. But anyway, I says to them, "Come here, you three," and I'm very serious. Okay, they just came in, dropped the bags, dropped the shoes, wash your hands, right?
Mhm.
And we're gonna see whatever you want. We're gonna get. Gonna find something nice right there. But first, we're gonna have a talk. The three of you sit down. So they sit there. I go, listen, feet together. I want hands on the lap, hands on the lap. Grandma's getting serious. You got that? And they're looking around, and I'm standing with my hand in my hip. I said, listen, I am very serious, and I want the three of you to listen. Okay? Stick this in your head. No more birthdays for none of you. How old are you? He says, how old? How old are you? How old are you? That's it. That's how old you're staying. Because any more you're just making me older. You don't want grandma to get older, do you? No,
Oh,
grandma. They're looking at me like, I wish you would have seen their eyes. I wish this could have been filmed. They go, no, grandma, we don't want you to get old.
wow. Aw.
And then I go, come here, give me a hug. Grandma's only kidding. All right, let's go to the kitchen. What are we going to do tonight? Whatever you want. It was so, just looking at their faces, I mean, their eyes, it was hysterical.
Yeah, I missed my grandma a lot. She was a nursery school teacher, and she was great with us kids. She was wonderful.
Yeah.
Awesome. A lot like you, really. Like personality
Aw.
wise, a lot like you.
I try and keep things uplifting.
Mhm.
Sometimes, I'm taken a little too seriously. And sometimes I'm taken a little too literally. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I need to think a little bit before I speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's an Italian thing.
Yeah, but I never
We get
mean
we get a
harm.
little tactless sometimes. We don't think about how things affect, but we just
Yeah,
put it out. What's
I
the
never.
matter for
Yeah.
you? Manja, manja.
Yeah. I was hearing Makeup Mopsa today, and she was talking about how we say, and so true. Like we don't say ricotta, we say rigat.
Yeah,
Mozzarella. No, we say mozzarella. It's like.
right.
It's funny how things how we say things differently.
Hmm. That is true.
Yeah,
Um,
grandchildren are the best, Luca. I miss mine. With this COVID, I can't see them. It's terrible. But we do Skype
um,
a little bit, and I read them stories and stuff like that. Hopefully, I don't know how long this COVID's going to go. I really don't.
I know. Here's another one. If I told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. Um, we'll cross that bridge when we get
Oh, that's a good one. We'll cross the
to
bridge
it.
when we get to
If you had a brain, you'd be dangerous. Yeah.
it.
I remember, I think it was my brother that said, if you had a brain, you'd be dangerous. And it took me a minute to sit there and figure out what the heck he was talking about. Wait a minute, I do have a brain.
Yeah. Pink, don't burn bridges. You'll be surprised how many times you have to cross the same river. That's a good one, Pink.
That's true. Um,
That's good.
I wasn't born yesterday.
Right.
Don't call me unless the house is on fire.
And what about if I knew then what I knew now? That's a biggie.
Yeah, definitely. How about this one? Guys won't buy the cow when they can get the milk for free.
Absolutely.
My mom used to tell me that all the time. Quite
Yeah.
nice, children.
Hi, Shelley.
Um,
Bye,
you're,
Marie. Have a good night.
you're cruising for a bruising.
Cruising for a bruising. Nope, never heard of that one.
What part of no don't you understand?
Yeah, I used to, when my son was young, I used to always say, listen, N-O spells no. Oh my
Yeah.
God. You know how many times used to say that to him. He used to come home from school, Mommy, every time I raised my hand to ask a question, the teacher would say, thank you very much, sit down. And he would say, and he would mimic it, Thank you very much, sit down. He says, Mommy, I can't ask any questions. Every time I get up, raise my hand and stand up, thank you very much, sit down. So he could never ask the teacher any questions.
Oh, wow.
And then every year, first day of school from kindergarten, so once he got to high school, he was fine. But he would, the first day of, I remember his son, who looks a lot like him, he calls me up when his son goes to school and he goes, Mom, I want you to hear this. And it was the same thing my son said, first day of school. Nobody likes me. The teacher don't like me. I hate school. I'm not going. I don't want to go. Exactly the same. We were hysterical.
Yep.
Yeah, don't let the door hit you on the way out or something like that.
Yeah, I think I said that earlier.
Yeah, we said that earlier. Hindsight is 2020, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's a good one, Janon Music. By the way, Janon Music does have a website. If you want to drop the link, Janon, feel free to drop the link.
Yeah, go for it.
How many subs Delusion Dispella has, and all the creators that is in this circle, right?
Don't put your eggs in the same basket, or all your eggs in the same basket. Hey, Baxapluckily.
Well,
Been a
better.
long while.
Well, I did write some bird stuff.
You did what?
I wrote some bird stuff.
Oh.
Don't count the well, no, that's not a bird, but it's in the realm of that.
That was next on my list.
Yeah, don't count the chickens before they hatch. And a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush.
That's a good one. Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Cute as a bug's ear.
That's cute.
You got ants in your pants. Or bees in your bonnet, or bats in the belfry.
A lot of this stuff, and you're from New York, a lot of this stuff is kind of southern.
Okay. One of my kids would come in and say, I'm hungry. I'd say, nice to meet you. I'm Mom.
So there's Janon Music, Instagram, all you Instagrammers. Go to Janon Music. Please subscribe.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Subscribe and share. I never could pronounce this sub that I've seen a lot. Can you?
The what?
Can you see the chat?
Baxapluckily?
Yes, I can't say that.
That's Rachel.
Oh, hi, Rachel. Just wanted to say hello, and I hope you're okay. Good. Okay, Rachel, I'm glad I know your name. These are fun. Thank you, Just Shelley. Our sayings in California are basically dude. Come on, some people have to have some sayings in here, and I want to know, where are the lurkers? Because, I'll go in a chat, there's 20, 30 people, and then I get out, and all of a sudden I see 450. So, there's like 300 lurkers. Well, they could be driving or cooking and listening.
Yeah.
Which is fine. We're love lurkers. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Lufa says our sayings in California are basically dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I really don't have much more of anything else.
I do. I got a few more. My ex-husband Roland used to say, you got more toys than Carter's got liver pills.
Well,
I guess Carter's was a liver pill brand or something.
Yeah.
Honesty is the best policy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Quitters never win, winners never quit.
Honesty is the best policy, but the world has changed.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better just to be quiet.
That is true.
The times have changed.
Yeah, Pink, that's a good one too. You'll live. If you got a ball baby kid that cries about everything, you'll live. You'll be fine. You'll live.
Yeah.
Quitters never win and winners never quit.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes Matthew will say to me, "Where are you going?" I'll say, "Crazy, want to come?"
That's cute. Well, you have
Um,
some you've actually made up.
I don't know if they're made up or if I heard them somewhere. I'm not sure.
Well, I have one that I made up
Oh,
that
okay.
I think I made up, and it's I've come to the point where rejection. Sometimes rejection.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes a person can just be rejected for their thoughts, for their beliefs, for what they have to say, and sometimes you got to look at rejection as a blessing. Then really that person shouldn't be around you. So
Yep.
it's like looking at the glass half full as opposed to half empty. Now, a lot of these things are easier said than done, but these are things that we have to work on. You know what I'm saying? For mental
Yeah.
health and for longevity, because I have really seen that stress and worry really can get someone very sick and age
Mm-hmm.
someone very quickly.
True.
Um, and cause disease and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to
Oh,
stay on the sunny side of the street.
yep.
And from the song, the sun will come out tomorrow. Tomorrow, I always, I've always loved Gone with the Wind, and I have the, I don't know if I still have it, but I had it in a frame. The movie
Mm-hmm.
poster for Gone with the Wind,
Cool.
and when she says, I'm not going to starve, I'm not this, blah,
Mm-hmm.
because tomorrow is another day.
Mm-hmm.
But I really believe she gets him back at the end because she says, I won't worry about this today. I'll just think about that tomorrow. So she's
Yeah.
going to plan, and I really believe she gets Clark Gable back.
Scarlett O'Hara.
I hope so. Yeah.
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 Um, let's see. Take a long walk off a short pier.
Yeah, that was a good one.
My brother used to say that.
Mhm.
My mom would say, you can't win for losing.
Mhm.
Can't see the forest through the trees or for the trees. I can't
That's
remember
a good one. That's a good one.
how.
Lufa's with those dudes.
Yeah, dude. My mom would say, like, if I said something silly, she'd say, "Oh, you're full of beans."
Sometimes my son, he'll go, dude. And I go, I'm not you. I'm your mother. Stop. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry.
My husband always calls me dude, and everybody dude.
Yeah.
Just
Anyway,
stir
I've got to leave the chat for a second. So keep on talking.
I don't have anything more to share. That was pretty much
Oh,
all I
okay.
got.
Well, pretty much. I don't have anything else to share either. I'm
Okay.
ready to myself to kind of go find out what's for din din
Alrighty.
because I had a late lunch, and I think I'm going to be heading out because I'm saying out. Done with the
Alrighty.
saying. So thank you so much, Dee Dee, for having me up on panel. I think this was really cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
And everybody learned a little something, I think, or we've reminded ourselves of certain things,
Yeah.
which is good, and it's positivity, which is
Mhm.
great. And I love seeing all you guys in here: Lufa, Shelley, Grandma Ducky, Pink, Dana, and everyone else who came in, Rachel, and of course, my special hugs and loves to my daughter. Thank you for coming in. And a special thank you to the lurkers. Over and out. Love you, Dee Dee.
All right. Love you too. Have a good night. All right, guys. I guess we will close down because Lee was kind of the life of the party tonight. Unless you guys want to talk about anything. That pretty much was all I had prepared. So thank you, Janan. Jinan, right? Is that how you say your name? Jinan? Jinan Music. So head on over to Jinan Music and check out her website as well. All right. Well, I guess everybody have a great night, and I will see you on Friday to chat about who knows what. Janan. Okay. All right. Well, Janan and everybody, good night. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye.